Hello there, I am the Space Ninja, and today I'm on here with Admiral Tiberius. Say hello, Admiral.
Hello, Admiral.
And today we're going to be doing Tour of the Galaxy. I don't know if anybody cares or not, but just to be clear, for the record, I recorded myself playing Tour of the Galaxy on a Tuesday. Admiral Tiberius and I recorded the audio track, the commentary, the very next day, and I will be releasing this video on Thursday of the same week. There will be no editing shenanigans in this video. Once I begin the mission, there will be no more cuts until the mission is complete. So, without further ado, let's get this thing going. So, I'm going to go to my incoming hails, so go to missions, incoming hails, scroll all the way down to Tour of the Galaxy. Now I like to start with the Nimbus System up in the top left corner.
That's the top left corner of the beta quadrant.
Right, exactly. And I've got my ship already right there next to Nimbus, so we're not wasting any time getting to the first system. So here we are, we're passing Nimbus, and we're going to be making a counterclockwise spiral to complete the galaxy. Next we're heading down to this system, the Tanibia System. We're going to go to Slipstream. At the end of this, I will show some of my build and show some of the advantages I have for this, and what kind of equipment I'm using.
Oops, watch that sun.
Yeah, it's a good thing there's no collisions in sector space, right? That would have been the end of my 5-year mission right there. So I do most of this in, you notice I do most of it in the map screen. I spend very little time actually watching my ship fly, because you want to pay close attention to the map, because you have to make fine course corrections. When you're at Slipstream and you plot a course for the next system, the auto navigate doesn't always work. You know, it's going to overshoot the system sometimes, so you got to know when that's going to happen and be ready for it. My slipstream should last right up until I get to this last system, then I'm going to have to make a hard U-turn. We're going to shut down the slipstream and head up to Drasana Station. Now my slipstream...
Now you've plotted this out before, right?
Yeah, this is the route that I like to use. Yeah, I worked this route out myself. It works for me.
Wow, look at the turn rate on that.
Right. Thank you.
Jeez, man.
Some people might have a better route. This is kind of like Star Trek's Kessel run. You know, we got to try and complete Tour of the Galaxy in less than 12 parsecs. You know, there might be a shorter way to do that than what I do. So right here, I have to go to half speed. You watch my throttle there, because I'll overshoot the next system if I don't, I'm pretty sure. Although... Did I miss it? Maybe I missed it. I wasn't paying attention. Usually I have to go to half throttle to make that turn.
I don't know. It didn't look like you adjusted it at that time.
There's a couple of turns that I always have to. That's not one of them that I always have to. It just depends on where your ship is lined up exactly. That's what I was talking about earlier. Small, tiny differences in your course will make a big difference in this. Because it can make
your map where it highlighted that one sector, that group of sectors across.
That's because I completed that row.
Right. Now, you don't have to hit every single one to do that, apparently, right?
Well, I hit every one that had a yellow circle of it around it in that row.
Okay. So you don't have to hit every specific sector.
No, it's not every single system there is. It's just the ones that are highlighted, just the ones with the yellow circles. Okay. So once you hit all those, see there's 2 right there, but I'm going to go to that one.
Well, now I feel stupid.
Oh no, dude, this is very...
I thought you had to do all of them.
No,
I mean, that's why I'm asking, because, you know...
No, I think it's only like 32 or 33 systems in total across both quadrants.
Okay. Well, now it doesn't seem quite as daunting as it did before.
Right.
I'm just behind on equipment now. And then finding my own favorite route.
So now I'm hovering my cursor over that next system, so as soon as my ship gets on the outside edge of that yellow circle, then I immediately plot the course for the next system.
Right, okay.
And here we are, we're doing this big spiral around the galaxy. We started up there in the top left-hand corner, we came around this way, we're making our way up the right-hand edge, and then we're going to spiral inwards. Okay. Now, when you're going to these systems close to the edge of the map, you're going to get that pop-up notice that you don't have clearance to leave explored space and go into unknown space, and that's going to waste precious seconds. So you want to know, you want to be aware when you're getting close, and be ready, Johnny on the spot, to cancel that pop-up when it happens. There should be one popping up right now any second. Yep, there it is. Boom. See how quick I cleared that off? And then my slipstream shut down just before I got to the next system. Now, when I'm good, on a good day, when I'm really sharp, I can make it to that system before my slipstream shuts down. See, I'm wasting precious seconds right now.
So you mean you made that giant U-turn without it stopping?
Yes. That wasn't such a bad U-turn. That was just coming around the outside edge of the map there. This turn, however,
well, I mean, but you
can't make...
actually took the whole map in the slipstream, though, is what I'm saying, from Nimbus all the way back up around.
Oh, no, that was the second time my slipstream shut down and I had to charge it back up. Yeah, it can make it all the way across to one edge of a map before it shuts down. But then once it shuts down, it only takes like 10 or 15 seconds for it to recharge, at the most.
Wow.
If I shut it down early, the longest I ever have to wait is like 30 seconds. Now I have to shut it down to make this turn, but I'm not going to shut it down until my ship is parallel with the next galaxy, with the next system that I have to visit. So, like, when my ship is even with that system on the map, and directly to its left, then I'll shut down my slipstream and make the turn. That way, by the time I get there, it'll be recharged again. I should be on the... Yeah, there it is. I was going to say I should be on the map screen right now. I was waiting for my timing to shut it down. Yeah, it hasn't. Now it just recharged, and I'm gonna go ahead and punch it because I'm already lined up to get to New Romulus, and I know my ship can make the turn from New Romulus to that next system. Up there, that one there.
Okay.
I'll have to go to half throttle. I can't make that turn at full speed. See that? I'm at half throttle. And my ship automatically tried to go back to full throttle again. I had to be ready for it and go back down to half. Because that's the auto navigation trying to kick in. And it was going to make me overshoot. Now, as soon as I approach this system, I'll shut down. And by the time I get turned around to go to the last two systems... And again, I want to go a little to the right. I don't want to go straight at this system right away. See, I'm going to veer off a little bit. From this angle, it looks like I'm going to the left, but look up there on the radar, see I'm heading to the right. I want to get just a little bit more to the right so that I'm lined up to get to the next system before I go into slipstream. And that's close enough.
Wow.
We'll turn there, and then I can hit the last two systems on one slipstream. As I approach this last system, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the menu and bring up the transwarp screen. You want to save every second you can, and as soon as you hit that last system, you want to just immediately transwarp to the other quadrant. We're going to go to the Defera sector. Alright, as soon as it... Right there, as soon as it clicks that I visited that system, we immediately transport. One of the rare times I'm not editing out a loading screen. There's no edits in this video. No, nobody's going to accuse me of editing shenanigans. Alright, so from the Tiberius system we're going to go to Deep Space Nine, and we're once again going to be making a counterclockwise spiral in order to finish this quadrant. So as soon as my slipstream recharges, any second now, there it is. So we're going to Deep Space Nine, then we're gonna cut straight across and hit all 3 of those in a row. You got to go to half throttle to make this turn. And that's good. We can go to full throttle. And then again, you want to be ready as soon as your ship hits the outer edge of that ring. Go ahead and set a course for the next system. And then if you're good, you can kind of pinball off the stars and planets and kind of give your ship a nudge in the direction you want to go in when you're making some of the tougher turns. That's advanced flying right there. I don't recommend trying that if you're a noob at this. One of the mistakes I made early on in this Tiberius was I would try to milk every second out of my slipstream run. That was back before I had the engines that I have now, where the slipstream... This is a Miracle Worker ship, so the slipstream lasts a long time and it recharges really fast to begin with because it's a Miracle Worker ship. Then those mycelial engines I have give me an even bigger slipstream bonus. But before I had all that, I didn't realize that sometimes it's beneficial to shut your slipstream down early. Don't try to slow down and make that turn. You're just wasting time. Shut it down, let it recharge, stay on course.
Right.
You know what I mean? You'll save more time in the long run than trying to make a slow, long turn at slipstream.
Right now, without a turn, I'd have to slow down. You know, I got the California class a couple of weeks ago, and it's a Miracle Worker, so it's flying.
Don't you just love those Miracle Worker ships?
I'm having a blast with it.
I love mine. This is my favorite ship. I've been flying this one for a while now, and I can't see myself flying anything else as a primary ship.
I've got my eye on another one, but I'm going to play this till I get bored with it. Still like my Sovereign classes, though.
Now this is another one of those sections that you really want your slipstream to last in as long as possible until you get to this last system, because you have to shut it down anyway to make this turn at the edge of the map. And see, I think I actually shut it down manually right there, if I remember correctly. Or it may have run out just at the perfect time. I can't remember for sure. That I recorded this yesterday. So then I go ahead and make that turn. And by the time I've made the turn, look, my slipstream's already recharged. This is another part where you're going to hit the edge of the map and you're going to get that pop-up. So you want to be ready for that as soon as it happens so you don't waste time. Usually it's right after, yep, right about the time when I pass that star. Ready to start this turn. You have to do this turn at half throttle because it's a 90-degree turn.
You definitely want to have a plan of attack when you start this.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You don't want to just blindly fly from system to system without a plan. You won't get anywhere. Now this last little maneuver here at the end is one of the trickiest parts because you're limited on time. I mean, it looks like I have 2 minutes left. That seems like tons of time. But if you screw up and you run your slipstream out, one little mistake can cost you being able to finish this. But I like to I shut it down manually, obviously, when I got to that system, and then I headed towards the Badlands. I set a course for the Badlands, not for the next system. Now I'm going to slipstream, still headed for the Badlands. And at the right time, at the right moment here, I'm going to set a course for that next system. There I go. See, we're turning. And I do have to drop to half speed at this point in order to make this turn. But it's the fastest and most efficient way I've found to hit those last 3 systems in this section of the map. Counterclockwise spiral in both quadrants. That's the best I've been able to come up with so far. Somebody might have a better route to take that would be shorter and cut off a few light years, but good luck. So there it is. I completed Tour of the Galaxy. So, Tiberius, you're not the only one that's been asking me about Tour of the Galaxy, so that's why I decided to do this video. Do you think this helps at all, or...?
Oh, that's amazing, man. I think your equipment's going to make a big difference here. But, yeah, I think that's going to be very helpful.
All right, awesome. Well, I guess that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.